Continue to do that throughout this show. Remember, Mike Mezek is joining us via phone if you're channel surfing. Sit back, kick back, relax, because you're going to learn something. I promise you that. So I can't officially call this a 5 and 5 or a 3 and 3 or a 4 and 4, but it's pretty doggone close. Mike, in the 2 minutes that we have, give them the spiel.
Well, I mean, we saw a lot of modern issue coins. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And because of that, we saw a lot of modern issue certified coins. What we've done is we've kind of gone back in time here. And we've gone back before the Kennedy half dollar. The first year of issue of the Kennedy half dollar was 1964. And prior to that, we had the Franklin half dollar, which was made from 1948 to 1963. One of the things that is overlooked a lot of times in the hobby that you see right here is that there are specific coins that I think are very difficult to get and are tremendously overlooked, and this is one of those coins. These next 3 coins are going to be that way. So this is a 1961 proof Franklin half dollar. See the little W there? That's a little designation that this is not only proof 67, but it's a really good proof 67. It has what we call eye appeal, PQ, premium quality, is what it is. It's proof 67. The ultimate part about this is if you go to a nationally advertised catalog, the one I usually use on the air there, they charge more than $59 for the coin ungraded. I have it in proof 67, which is one of the highest grades in existence. As a matter of fact, when you look at this, the sum total of all of the Franklin half dollars graded proof 67 or higher, it's like 50,000 coins. It's like zero. There are just no high grade Franklin half dollars that are out there in the marketplace. And not only do I have it at $59.95. That's basically the cost of certification and the silver that's in the Franklin half dollar.
And you know what, Mike, here's what they are telling me. And I know you see these clocks on the screen, and we're just actually helping to use that as our little mandate to make sure that we get through everything that we have scheduled. Okay, so I'm going to switch this out, and Mike, I'll use you as my guide. Okay, would that
1962.
Okay, so